let me start off. Let me just start by saying I've had a headache for a week.
Oh no, I remember
Like
this last year.
since you came over here and we did our thing. I think it started like the day before that.
Oh shit.
I
was
don't
gonna like, be
know
like,
why.
oh no, you need me to come over again to make it go away. I'm the medicine, yo. But nah,
What?
but then you said that it was the day before. I was gonna be like, see, I'm not there. We ain't working. You got a headache. That's what happens, or some
What the
shit.
wait? This was a thing last year. This happened to me.
Yeah.
It feels familiar. Like I've been.
Yeah, you had like a headache for a solid week. I don't remember if that wasn't last year. That was the hospital shit, was it? That was the year before. Or am I timey-wimey-ing?
Was that last year?
That might have been last year, now that I think about it, because the ridiculous meme isn't that old.
Okay, so it was probably last year. But I didn't have that wasn't a headache. Like this is
I thought
something.
it started with that.
Yeah, but I went right from headache to hospital. Like it wasn't like it didn't last a week. By the time the headache part was done, 24 hours later, I was like not at work.
Okay.
I don't know what this is from. I thought it was because I've been drinking a lot of energy drink, like those Celsius drinks.
Oh yeah,
every day
the
before
bullshit about those. Like apparently they're like got the worst stuff in it or whatever.
You know,
but that's like everything.
I looked all into it after, like recently because I'm like, what is this headache from? Because I just stopped drinking all caffeine because I'm like, all right, probably caffeine overload. My body's withdrawing from caffeine because I have a bad reaction to like too much caffeine. Like if I drink it, because at one point I was drinking coffee a lot, like when I was going to work. And when I just cut it cold turkey, I like migraine. Like I had to wait for that shit to just go away. So I'm like, what the fuck? I got this headache. And I was just like, well, I've been drinking one of those drinks every single time I work out. Every time I go to the gym before I go, I drink one. Like I keep two in the fridge just so that I have them to grab from. And I couldn't think of anything else it could be but that. So I stopped, and I've just had a headache since.
So it wasn't that, is what you're saying?
I don't know, because if I stopped, this could be the caffeine, like the withdrawal headaches, because I'm not taking it now. So I don't know. All I know is a whole lot of pressure, like behind my eyes. So it's like the migraine area.
I'm not a fan of those. Those are the worst, man.
It's been days, yo. I don't know how to get rid of it.
All you need is some Mario Wonder.
No, he might say Wahoo too loud and blow my brains out, literally.
Never know.
Because even this light right here is like...
Oh, you don't gotta go all that ham with that light. I don't even have my light on. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but if I turn this light on, you already know. Back here's a dark corner. I'm gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
I don't know. Well, it's been a week, and it won't. I would have thought that by now it would be gone, and it is not.
That sucks.
Yeah. Let's hope this is another 75-minute episode. That'd be great.
We could speed run this shit for sure. I mean, we got some.
We already skipped a week. I don't want to shortchange the show.
Well, speed runs aren't necessarily shortchanging. It's just impressive at how quick we are. That's what he said in defense of himself. Yeah, like it's crazy. Like if you think about it, you're just extremely attractive, and that's why that happened. It's fine.
I'll take that.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
please.
I don't.
Finishing fast. Fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
That was what the joke was.
That's pretty good. I just was willing to take the compliment. That's all.
That too. You know what? You're a handsome gentleman.
Oh, well, thank you. And when you came through my door last week with those long locks flowing in the wind, stop it. Stop making the uncomfortable face.
You know how fucking long this shit is. Dude, I got a story for you.
All right.
About my weekend experience. While you were having a headache, I was day drinking. In a bad
imagine that right now.
So.
Oh yeah, I know, because I was keeping up with your snaps.
Yeah, I was snapping the fuck at it. See, I've noticed when I get high, or like when I get drunk, any sort of inebriation, and then also if I have a day off. Those are like the 3 options. And I'm like doing shit, like I'm going to like a thrift store or some shit, or just chilling. That's when I send the most Snapchats. And on fucking Saturday, yo, goddamn, good friend of the show, Pib Extra. We were hanging out on Saturday because we were doing a bunch of stuff, and one of those, there was multiple stops on this event. We did like a fucking, this is the most social activity that I've done in years. Started off, we went to a fucking wine tasting, which I've never done. So I'm like sitting there like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to break shit. I just want to stand here and exist, but not really. And then it hit me that I hadn't had a single piece of food the entire day. And it's like 12-1-ish, right? So I'm starting my day with about 9 glasses of wine, or 7. It is 7 glasses of wine and some oyster crackers.
Oh,
which was my only meal.
It's not enough.
I was so far gone. I was like, oh shit, this is a problem. And so after we got done the wine tasting, we went to a place called Scent and Sip, which is like, like the painting with alcohol shit.
Yeah, painting with a twist and sipping paint or whatever that shit's called.
Yeah, sipping some paint, the lead-based kind exclusively.
Right. Take it to the head.
Hell yeah. But they it's the same concept, but instead of painting, you have like a bunch of essential oils that are all different scents and whatnot, and then you could like mix and match and like make your own concoction, and then buy essential oils or fucking candles, or you get the picture. So I fucking drunk, and then we get there, and John brings out one of the bottles of wines that he gets from the winery. He's like, "You want a glass?" I'm like, "The tiniest full glass, man." He gave me a full glass, so I'm just staying on this ride. And I make some bomb ass fucking candles.
You're strapped in now.
Then we go to this fucking place called Northbound. That's in Stouterton. I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we go there and I have 2 more drinks on top of that. I was fucking lit, Mike.
I would assume so.
And then wrestling was on.
So I'm lit.
I was going, and then I had a little bit of this at the same time, so I was crossing the streams, and needless to say, I was gone. And it was a time. That's how I've spent my week. And then here's the thing, essential oil thing, that was fun as fuck, and I didn't expect it to be. The only thing I'm disappointed about is at the very end you get a sticker that you can like write with the flavor or like some stupid pun of what your scent is. I was so drunk that my entire creative mind just shut off. I was just like, I can't do anything. So I named my essential oil that I got something, I guess. And then my candle, which I have yet to receive because it takes time for the wax to cool and all that bullshit, I named Jonathan Took Me Here. Because
you really didn't. Well, I won't say didn't. You really couldn't try in the least, huh?
Oh no, I was. But here's the thing: the fun part about the Jonathan thing is that Jonathan is not his name. His name is John. It's not John short for anything. It's just John. But he's been calling me Christopher because he listens to the Patreon podcast and heard that little bit. So he'll be like, "Oh, Christopher," and he'll call me that. So now I'm calling him Jonathan exclusively.
How does he feel about that?
I don't know yet. He's kind of smiled and waved at it the first couple times, but it shall be continued.
What would my non-name be? Because if it's not Anthony, but my nickname is Ant, and I'd be Antoine. Anthifer. Ew, that sounds like some kind of gopher-ish creature.
It's a medication that's got like a side effect of death in a commercial that you'll see on NBC.
Yeah, it probably is that. Anthifer.
Even
side effects include death, explosive diarrhea, brain leakage.
Can we go back to the first one real quick? Death,
explosive diarrhea.
Oh man, yeah, man.
Don't take Anthifer if you need to breathe air to live. Like, so what?
Don't take Anthifer if you have a load of over 185 in your inventory. You will lose O2.
That's what I do best. Lose that O2.
Just happened to me today. And it's stupid.
I gotta pick that shit up.
No, you don't. It's not fun.
Pick that shit up, yo.
The game.
Pick up that
what
everything.
I say about it. But let's no longer delay. Let's get this going.
Yeah.
For the headache, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Start the show. Do the stuff. I feel like I have a constant, like, my eyes only go this high in the last couple of days. They don't, like, open, like.
Goddamn.
The light.
Don't let that light in. Let the intro music in. There we go.
Into your hearts. Level up, you sick motherfuckers. Level up, gamers, and welcome to another episode of Save Before Quitting. I go by the name of Ant, and right here with me is... That's Chris. That's Chris.
Oh, I didn't know how I was supposed to say so.
That's why I left you like an open runway to come.
It sounded like you were still on the runway, and I didn't know whether, like, we were both on the runway, and like you were going left, but I was also going left, which is the same thing at the same time. So yeah, and we just went back and forth the whole time. So
start doing this with each other.
You hear our fucking sneaks on the fucking basketball court.
That
Why
noise.
are they faking each other out so much?
As always, you can find us save letter B number 4 quitter. Save letter B and number 4 quitting on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
Everybody loves a good titty.
True. You were slightly blurry, and I don't know what's happening.
That blurriness is how that's what I see right now until this goes away. Hold on. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why your camera was just like, just fucking, I'm good. It just faded away.
Just quit on me. Say before quitting, all the way spelled out at gmail.com if you would like to send us an email. Haven't had one of those in a while. Savebeforequitting.com if you want to go get yourself some merch, some merch on there. Yeah. Patreon. Go become a patron. There's some fun ass episodes on there. Exclusive episodes only to the Patreon. Go ahead and sign up on that. Discord. Join our Discord. Join us in our daily conversations. Have a whole bunch of channels on there. Show us what you're playing. Show us you working out. Show bust some jokes with us. It's a great time in the Discord, and you should join us there. Yeah. But other than that, Chris, what did you play this week?
Played a lot of games. I'm gonna start off with the one I had the least fun with this week. Starfield. I don't like this game. I don't think it's a good game. From what I've played, it is annoying, and there are so many little bullshit things that detract from the experience overall, instead of just making it a fun time. Like, it's weird to me because in my brain, it's the same thing as Cyberpunk, but in space. And I get the option to go third person if I want to. But at the same time, you can just fast travel anywhere you want to go. The space travel doesn't matter at all. It's fucking annoying. It's cumbersome. It's encumbering to my mental status because it's fucking bullshit with the fucking weight and whatnot. I finally ran into it, and I only have 3 guns in my inventory, and I don't like any of them. So I'm like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I need to keep picking up these guns to see if I like it to then continue to use it. But then I can't because then I'm encumbered, and then my CO2 gets fucking out of nowhere. And then when you don't have fucking encumbered, your CO2 runs out so fucking fast. It's annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Understood.
Yeah. I did just get to the point where I'm officially part of Constellation now, and they gave me a suit, like a spacesuit, which is the exact same suit that was in the last case, but it's got a patch on the shoulder.
So it's better.
No. I think it's worse because it's the Starfield logo, and I don't like it. Because I don't like the game. It's not a fun game. It's a bad game, and they should feel bad about it. Anyway, moving on from that garbage heap. More coming to the channel soon. Starfield clips.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag ad. What else did I play? Shit. Obviously Baldur's Gate. That's not really like, nothing new going on there that I can't really discuss without spoiling a bunch of shit. So just making my way through the Dark Urge playthrough. Instead of continuing to go with the Dark Urge and being like an evil motherfucker. Pretty much what happens in the story is, because this happens to everyone if you choose Dark Urge. So spoiler alert if you'd like to skip past it. Pretty much you meet this bard who's like a musician. Really, really early in the game. And you can do this thing where you pick up a lute and you help her like write this song so that she's like, she's having trouble with it. And after all that's said and done, if you do successfully help her, which I did, she comes to your camp and she's like, hey, I want to join you guys. I want to travel the world. It was so inspiring to me that you sat down and took time to help me write the song. I want to bring this song everywhere. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. This hasn't happened in other playthroughs that I've done. I like that. Turns out there's a reason for it, because then you brutally murder her in the middle of her camp. That's
what you do.
And she's just fucking. Her body's there, and then all the innards are outards now, and they're all over the place. And I'm like, no, I don't like this. This is too much for me. This is going too far.
Like this.
So it was at that moment where I switched the character around, and it's like, I didn't like that I did that, and I don't have control over it. And I'm currently pursuing Karlach as a romance interest in this game. And she's going to be like the one that brought me to the light side and helped me fight the urge, because she also was kind of like a slave to a devil that made her do horrendous stuff, and I'm a slave to the urge that's inside of me that I can't control. So it's like relatable and shit, and we're fighting together, and it's cool, and I like it. The thing that sucked though is that the other night in camp, Lazel, you know, Lazel came up to me and she was like, yo, we fucked that one time. I want more. Keep it going. Let's go. We're doing this forever, you and me, till the end of time. And as like a safety precaution, because I was like, I don't want to ruin the Karlach romance. Let me see if Karlach be chill if we like do like a polyamory thing,
Right.
So I make a save file in my I said Lazel Love Story is the name of it. Typed it out and everything. Did the thing where she wants you to fight her or some shit. She's extreme with the way that her shit is. What I love her.
She gets off on that shit.
And in my one playthrough as Dwarf, I beat the absolute fucking shit out of her because I'm a monk, so I can just be like wapa wapa and just fucking Jackie Chan her ass into the ground. in this playthrough, I'm a paladin and my initiative sucks. So she got initiative before me, and I also built her really good this run through. So she fucking destroyed me in a single turn. I'm fucking laying there bloodied and bruised. And she's like, I don't want to do this. I love you too much. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's cool. I like that there's like a other side of this. That shit. And then I go over to Karlak and she's like, don't tell me that like it's like I have to talk to you about me and Lazel. She's like, please don't do this to me. And I'm like, oh no.
Heartbreak.
So I had to go back. I was like, I gotta revert the save. And then I had to tell Lazel that I wasn't interested. And I'm like,
you didn't want to do that either.
That was the hardest shit for me, man. That was hard because she's like, okay, I guess. And I'm like, no, I know how much this actually means to you because of how far I am in the other playthrough. Fuck. Yeah. But either way, so that's where I'm at there.
Nice little love triangle going on.
Dude, it's such a good fucking game. It's so good. It's so good. Speaking of good games, I've been playing 2 games at the gym on my Steam Deck Joy-Con setup. One of which, yeah, you know, one of them is going to end up being a Save Before 5 once those start rolling out. I'm not going to tell you which, but we're going to start off with Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I have played maybe about like an hour and a half into it. It's pretty cool for what it is. It's nothing like super crazy or like hard or complex. It's way simpler than any Tony Hawk game I've ever played. Yeah. So it's amazing on that front. It should. The story, pretty cool off the rip for what's going down with it. Not going to spoil anything again. But yeah, it's really fun. It's a good time. Music is phenomenal. The style is interesting because it's very, very low res, but they work that to the best of their ability. Like, fucking, I was telling you about the one character that's the dude that you meet in the tutorial, and he's supposed to have like these 2 giant like dreadlock braids that come out of the back of his head. Yeah. And instead of being like 3D modeled accurately, it's just a giant rectangular prism with like segmented black lines on the brown color. So it looks like a dreadlock kind of, but it's just a fucking giant cube that's stretched out. Yeah. And I'm like, it shouldn't work, but it does, and it's cool. And then another fucking thing that was weird, because I didn't understand like the dialogue at first until they showed it, but like there's a bunch of gangs and shit that are all like tagging all over the city, and one of them,
this really is just Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But like this gang, they said something that was like, they're very, what's the word they used? Ethnically different or some shit like that. I forget the fuck they said, but it was like they're very ethnically different. And then it showed like a panning shot of them like dancing to music, because like each gang has their own like dance moves and shit. And it's just these 4 ripped as fuck dudes that are sewn together like Frankenstein, but of different skin tones. So like there's like a half black, half white dude, half black, half Mexican dude, half black, half Mexican. It's just like a mismatch of all of them, and they're like Frankenstein together to be like multiple nationalities at once. And I'm like, this is such a weird fucking thing to be a gang. Like,
what's the name of the gang? This is what
we do. I gotta figure it out. Let me see if I can Google it. Gang names in Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I think it's Cyberpunk, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just telling me that for some reason. There is somebody by the name of Flesh Prince, though. Which I have not met yet. But yeah, it's fun so far. It has inline skating and skateboarding to start off. I'm assuming you'll get more options of riding later down the line. The tricks aren't really complex. You just have to touch the top 3 buttons, and the bottom one's jumps. So it's just, this is a move, this is a move, this is a move. Spam them while you're up in the air, you know? And then the other game I've been playing on the Steam Deck is, I don't know how to say this in a way that's like fluid, but it's AK Axolotl.
That's pretty good. When you sent it to me, I was like, how do I say this?
Yeah, I think it's how you say it. So AK Axolotl, it was on Kickstarter, and it's a very like Enter the Gungeon run based type game, but also with
what
like
it looks like
farming and like different gear and shit. You can pretty much farm and like get different axolotl eggs and like raise them up to be, and each of them have a different like I just got one that's a corgi, like the dog. It's like colored to look like a corgi, and for that specific axolotl, if I switch to it now that it's a full grown adult, it has different abilities than just the base one, and that's the same for all the other ones that you'll get. But it's really fucking fun so far. I got a katana in my most recent playthrough, and I'm thinking it's the best gun / weapon in the game because I took out like multiple mini bosses in like 4 swipes with it. You could also use it to cut people's bullets that are coming at you and shit, which was pretty cool.
Play this game. I want to play this.
It's pretty fun. And then also there's a shit ton of fun, like puns and shit that are all axolotl based. And then I took a picture. I didn't actually post it. They put it in the Nerd Fitness channel, but I got one of the rooms where it was like an upgrade option. You get to pick from 3, kind of like Hades in a way.
Yeah.
But these were the 3 options they gave me, and the one in the middle, I was like, well, how am I supposed to not pick this one? If you go to our Discord right now, you can see that picture. Everybody in the chat or watching the video, but I was like, I can't not pick the middle option, right? It was a fucking Mandalorian helmet. Yeah, this is the way to obtain immunity to explosions, and
that's pretty damn good.
So very cool, very fun. Yeah, go check it out if you haven't. I think it was in the Shmup Fest apparently. I also have had it for I think 2 months now because it came out around 2 months ago, and I just forgot that I was a part of the Kickstarter, and I just got the digital version for Steam, so it's pretty good, pretty fun.
I'll grab that. Add it to the pile.
Yeah, I would definitely say to wishlist it though because it is $18.99 right now, full price, so it would definitely go down for the next Shmup Fest most likely. So definitely check that out. What else did I play? I played the Wingspan beta as well on stream, and Cyberpunk on stream, and Call of Duty. And obviously the biggest thing is that I played Call of Duty this week in the Apollo Gaming League 2023 Tier 2 Championships with the forfeits. Yeah. We were the bottom seed, having 9 losses and 1 win in the regular season. So we had to face the first team of White Rice, and it was a well-fought battle, but we ended up beating them. And the funny part about this, and here's the thing, I like White Rice because there's a sniping friend on the other team there too. I just lost my mojo, so I can't snipe anymore for some reason. But fucking, I gotta say, this is the one criticism I will give these motherfuckers, is that they started it so late in the night. It was like 7-8 o'clock when they started the stream. There was a game before ours that ran late into our game, and then we had to play our game. And since we won, that means we had to play again because the championships were right after that. So we didn't go to sleep until like, well, I didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning because the adrenaline fucking like zoomed me to the sky, because we fucking came into that fucking championship match and we had our comms on point. We were talking to each other. We were fucking getting it done. Took them to game 7 and won. We won every single search and destroy match that we had, and I think 1 hard point, and that's all we needed. Yeah. And we got it. We got the fucking dub. So it was fun as fuck. Shout out to Feast. Shout out to Pib Extra for bringing me in the first place. And Hunky Toe, the fucking dream team. It was amazing. I was so high during the whole thing.
You earned that shit, man. Y'all were the underdogs of the year.
Dude, the chat was freaking out. It was crazy. Like, no, I don't think anyone really expected us to win. It was also funny because one of the dudes who like runs it and is one of the commentators made like a very dumb bet where he's like, if the forfeits win a single championship game, he will get all of our gamer tags tattooed on. So we won against the White Rice, and when that, well, guess what? He moved the goalpost. He's like, no, they got to win the whole thing. But ironically, we had to play his team and him in the championship, and we beat him. And they pulled us into like the main chat once we won and shit. And we're like, so where are we moving that goalpost to now? Because I think it's been agreed upon that it's not going to be all of our gamer tags anymore, and it might just be the forfeits 2023, which personally I'm fine with, just because I don't need my gamer tag on some guy's ass.
Kingsley on that dude.
I gotta change my Steam name to Kingsley. That'd be work.
That's your name now.
As of this point,
Christopher Kingsley.
Dude, honestly, podcast title. If we don't say anything else funny,
yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh man, but yeah, man, it was a fun time. We won, and I did not go to sleep till 4 a.m. because the adrenaline just like kicked in. Nice. It was just like going from being the worst team in the league to the champions is crazy, and I cannot wait for next season. Especially since it's in Modern Warfare 3. I gotta check out that beta soon. I haven't yet, but I'll have some talks about it probably by next week.
Dope. Looking forward to that.
What have you been playing?
Man, just reading my book before going to sleep, meaning I've been just turning on Sea of Stars for like an hour or two every night and then fall asleep. Even with the headache. Like, I'll just have my Steam Deck right here, and I'm in pain, but I'm just like, I want to play.
I need to read.
I want to play. But I haven't really played much. I know there's going to be a fucking avalanche of games for me next week. Well, not
what all are all the games? Because you are buying more than just Spider-Man.
Mario Wonder, Sonic Superstars, and Spider-Man. I don't know.
You're getting all 3 day 1?
I don't need to, because once Spider-Man happens, I'm not going to play the other ones.
True. And they're not going anywhere. True. In theory, here's the thing. You're the Nintendo guy. We can all agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
Those Nintendo games, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, even fucking a year from now, are going to still be there at the same exact price.
No, you're absolutely right. You're right. You're right.
So, if you want to do all 3 just to have them, I don't blame you. I understand it. Coming from a person who is surrounded by action figures on his desk right now, I get it. I get spending the money on dumb shit, but also Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only one that actually matters. I think I'm just kind of... I've been trying to mainline Sea of Stars because I'm like, all right, I'm 24 hours into this game. Like a cumulative 24 hours. And when I read it online, it said it only takes 20 something hours to finish. So I'm like, well, I gotta be like right there. There was a point in that game where you reach this area and it gives you like this music that you never heard before. I'm like, this is it. It was like this little underworld area. I'm like, all right, well, this has to be like the big boss's lair. Like, this has to be it. And then I beat that area and the game kept going. Not only did it keep going, it gave me a new character to join my party. So I'm like, so not only is this not done, I have this other person now who clearly has to run his little story out or whatever reason he's here. So,
are there side quests in the game?
Nah, not really.
Or is it?
It's all pretty mainlined, but like there's little secret things you could collect to bring back to do, but it's nothing that's like taking you hours out of your way to do.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, gotta be close. Because even though this person joined my party, I don't know how to really explain it without giving it away. I don't know who else is playing it, but there's this person who's telling your story throughout this whole game. It keeps cutting to this person, like you're going on your adventure, but there's this person reading a book. You don't see the person, you just see a chair turned and they're reading like, so the heroes went on and they did this and did that. You don't know who this person is.
The narrator.
He's just some narrator, right? And I don't know, this game's been out for a while. Go forward if you don't want to hear this shit. So wait, do you want to hear this shit?
I won't remember it. That's the thing. I will play the game, but I won't remember.
Obviously, this isn't the end of the game because clearly. So you're reading. He's reading. He's reading your whole story, and what you're going on and what you're doing and who you're encountering and why this happened and the twists and turns and backstabs. And so then you see it, you end one of these pivotal fights and they're like, now go here to fulfill whatever you got to fulfill. And even as I'm watching this game, even as they keep showing this narrator through the game, I'm like, this is going to be something. This guy, whoever this is that they won't show, is going to be something. So they tell you to go to this shrine or this temple, and they're just like, and you're trying to open it, but you can't get it open, and you're knocking on the door. Then they cut to the narrator, and the narrator's like, and that's where he closes the book, and like, and that's where we come to present day, to this moment. And it turns out that the door you're knocking on is the guy who's reading the story. So I'm like, he's going to be the fucking boss. I'm going to have to fight this guy, and that's the end. He opens the door.
That would make so much sense.
And it would be
cool
dope
as fuck.
Shit. So, again, spoilers. Saying spoilers. So if you don't want to hear this shit, skip forward. Go in there. He turns around to greet you. He tells you who he is. And then like he like now, but he's not aggressive. He's not like, he doesn't seem like a boss or anything. He's just like, okay, you need my help. But in order for me to help you, I need you to go do this not a side quest, but go do this thing for me and bring it back. You go do the thing, fight another. It's a whole nother part of the adventure. You come back, beat a boss, bring back whatever artifact he needs. He's like, all right, one more thing, and go do this thing. And apparently he can control time and open portals to to the past and all the other shit. So you're going like into the past one way and going into the future one way. You go back, you do the second thing, you bring the thing back to him. And again, now I'm just like, okay, is this going to be like, it was a trick, my true form, and now I'm going to fight this guy? No, what I said in the beginning of this whole thing, like, I'm going to join your party now. So now he's part of the party, and we're just still going on this adventure. And it's weird because now I'm looking at the game time like, wrap this shit up. I got a week. Like, come on, fight me. Credits, roll the credits. So now he's part of my party, and we're just going and visiting more places and going on more adventures or whatever. But a part of me still feels like at some point he's gonna like turn on you or some shit.
Probably.
Because there's some things that happen in this game with that too. People turning on you good at one point, and it's really, really, really good. I'm just ready for it to be really, really, really over.
And that's hilarious to me because you're only 24 hours in. Let's take a quick peek at how many hours I am in Baldur's Gate.
That's a different kind of game, though. This is one streamlined thing.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's a totally different kind of game.
I just saw my number. It's bad.
I'm sure it's bad. What's the number? You have to say it now.
I'm going to say it in a way that's different from just saying it directly. I'm 4 hours away from 200.
If only us adults knew how to do math.
Good thing nobody who watches this show does.
So 100 or records the show. But no, I only feel that way because I literally looked up like, how long does this game take to beat?
I feel you.
If I just had no idea, then the game is the game. You know what I mean? I played longer games than this. I don't really that part. I think I've already put over that many hours into Zelda, so that's not my thing. I thought I was gonna play this game for a couple of weeks, beat it, go back to Zelda, play a good amount of that, and then play Spider-Man. And it's turning out to be just like, no, you're gonna play Sea of Stars until Spider-Man comes out.
I mean, it's not a bad timeline.
It's not a bad timeline at all. I just want to make sure I finish this game.
I feel you.
I gotta.
Will this be your first finished game in a bit, too? I think, if I remember correctly, I think the last one that I remember you saying that you finished was Horizon.
That's sad. No, Turtles. But yeah, It's not a long game.
I'll count that one though. That's one I didn't beat that one. So here we
are. I think so. But I'm going to be. I want to beat this. I'm going to beat this, and I'm going to beat Spider-Man.
Oh, for sure.
I've beaten all of those. I mean, of course, I'm going to beat this. It's just like I don't want to go into Spider-Man and still have this to beat, which is why it's been the only game I've played week to week.
I feel that. Man, Spider-Man, so close. It's so fucking close.
It's very, very close.
I'm literally playing.
You can preload it
the night
tomorrow,
it comes out.
I think.
Oh, dude. Instantly.
Yep.
And
but other than like, I haven't been playing a lot. My bad. Go ahead. You say what you're gonna say.
That's it. It's next week. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Do I stream it? Do you think I stream Spider-Man?
You could stream it, but I don't think you'd have a lot of people watching it.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be more for like the reactions of stuff, like in TikToks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you'd stream it, but you'd have like that might be a time where brand new people just filter in because they see somebody playing Spider-Man.
Maybe. I mean, everyone's gonna be playing it though, so we're gonna be at the bottom of the list.
Yeah,
of everybody on Twitch, so it's all good. It'll just be for clips most likely, but I'll play it, and because my dumbass is gonna end up probably like fucking crying at certain shit.
Listen,
like, oh my god, is everything I ever wanted?
It's pretty. It's if you're gonna cry over something.
Yeah. Yeah, I cried in the first one a couple times. I mean, there's the obvious moments where you need to cry, but like, because like if you don't cry with Aunt May, like, fuck you, you know.
Fuck.
You cried, right?
No.
Come on.
I get it. It was sad. I didn't cry though.
And that was hard, dude. That decision, still gets me. So what else? What else we really playing?
Nothing. But I've actually been watching things. So I've started I'm caught up. Well, it's a new episode out now, but I caught up to Gen V. I've been watching that.
Oh, I forgot that was out.
It's really good.
Okay.
I mean, you already like The Boy, so this is
yeah.
Gen V is just fire. So watch that. Watch that. I'm a couple episodes in the castle. I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in the Castlevania.
I still gotta watch that too. Fuck.
It's okay. I like it. I like it a lot, but at the same time, I don't know. Like it's not bad, but it's not. I expected a little bit more, but I'm not all the way through it yet. I'm sure some crazy shit's gonna go down later. More crazy shit is gonna go down later.
For sure.
I feel like I watched something else, but I do not remember what it was. Oh, and Loki season 2 started. I've been keeping up with that.
Oh yeah, I did.
It's pretty good.
I have not checked it out at all so far. I haven't even seen clips on like social media either.
They're in a weird. Marvel's in a weird spot right now with the movie and TV stuff.
I feel like
really quiet for them.
You know, it's just, I don't care anymore. Like,
yeah, it feels like that. But the only reason I really enjoyed the first season of Loki. Oh, yeah. So I've been keeping up with this coming. I'm like, all right, I want to watch this.
I feel like for me, the first season of Loki was like, oh shit, we're gonna do some really cool multiverse stuff, and then they didn't. You know what I mean? Like they just did Spider-Man and that's it, and that wasn't even really that great of a multiverse movie if we want to break it down. Really, it was just a hype movie. Yeah, holy shit, they're all in the same space.
Spider-Man, yeah, all the Spider-Man.
And don't get me wrong, that's cool, but like, it's nothing compared to Spider-Verse, the actual animated film, where it's actual good multiverse shit compared to Marvel, which did just Spider-Man. All the other fucking shows and stuff didn't matter. Count
Doctor Strange, but that wasn't. It wasn't that great. That's just where multiverse shit happened.
Yeah.
We got Deadpool coming.
Deadpool. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. Here's the thing. I'm going to like it when it comes out, but I feel like it's going to be like, it's either going to go way too over the top, or it's not going to be the same feel as the original first two. I don't think that there's a middle ground, personally. I'd love to be disproven, but for me right now, like, just seeing Hugh Jackman in the fucking suit, I was like, okay, that's cool. We never got that, but also it's still not accurate. Like, it's not an accurate suit to what we wanted, you know? So,
to be fair, I don't think you could ever get, like, they're in that aspect, they're probably in a hard spot. Like, no one's ever going to be 100% satisfied.
Oh, no, not at all.
Especially if you're trying to convert
something good, you know?
You don't think he's going to have the fucking...
I feel like it's going to be there for like a second and then it's going to be gone. Because it's Hugh Jackman, and you're not paying for Hugh Jackman to act, you're paying for Hugh Jackman to look like Hugh Jackman in the movie, you know? So they're not going to cover his face. Like Ryan Reynolds, the reason why you're paying him is because his voice is funny and he's funny. Is he also attractive? Yes, but the character of Deadpool looks like a fucking left nutsack. So it works really well because he gets to, like, you know, stick with the funny shit as opposed. But Hugh Jackman, he's just pretty. That's it. And then he can go like this really good and be veiny. Like, cool, good job, bud.
He's doing the part like, can you go like this really well?
Can you do this and flex literally every vein in your circulatory system? Sure.
Oh yeah, I've been doing that since I was a kid.
Broadway show, my one-man Hugh Jackman show, where I sing all the songs from that circus movie I did for some reason.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Marvel's in a weird spot. I know, like what's coming out? The Marvels is coming out next month, and like no one's talking about that. Like the last couple of things they've done and the things that are coming, like it seems like it's really quiet.
Yeah,
for Marvel right now.
I feel like they're also doing terrible advertising for it. Like Secret Wars came and went, didn't hear a single thing about it except for some stuff about Rhodey.
Secret Wars, the like upcoming Avengers?
No, Secret Invasion, that one.
Oh yeah, I heard that was bad. Well, it wasn't. Every time I hear about it, like the highest grade people give is like a C. Like it's not. I didn't finish it. I watched the first episode. And then I kind of just fell off. Like I just stopped kind of caring. And then I was talking to somebody about it. And they're like, you don't have to watch that shit. Like, this is what happened. I was like, all right.
Yeah. It didn't even like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like I didn't understand the point of it. But here we are. Marvel. Yeah. I just want DC to get going again. I'm really excited for DC and their future stuff because I want them to keep Blue Beetle on because that movie was fun. It was just fun.
They better do something like, because I'm reading, every time I read about DC, it's just terrible. Like as far as like sales and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
sure.
I think every single DC movie since Black Adam has been a loss to like by the millions for them. Mm-hmm. And if you see it, like somebody had them each one lined up. And I was like, that ain't good in a row like that. Like I could see one or two of them, but in a row like that, I'm kind of like, they're gonna have to come with some heat. They're gonna have to recoup a lot.
Yeah, it was kind of leaked, but not really leaked that Jason Momoa is not. Well, I mean, all of the original actors from like the Justice League, they're not coming back. So Gal Gadot, no longer Wonder Woman, which in my opinion, no offense to her, I think that's good. Because I don't like her. I don't think she was a good Wonder Woman.
I thought she was good. I just didn't like the second movie at all.
I didn't even watch the second movie. I just didn't like her.
That's terrible.
I don't know why. It was something about her, and I think it was. And there's always the stupid argument where it's like she didn't have a big enough rack, you know, that shit. Fuck that. Yeah. She wasn't like an Amazon. Like an Amazon woman in every portrayal that they do in DC is this big fucking muscle fucking lady. And like she is physically fit and goes to the gym and does Pilates probably. But like she's not like fucking, you know, Rhea Ripley, WWE fucking like.
That's what I'm about to say. Well, who are they going to get for that?
Rhea Ripley from the WWE.
I was gonna say, a wrestler? Like, what the fuck they gonna do?
But there's plenty of like buff women that are out there that are.
I'm
like
not saying there's not.
Buff.
I'm talking about as far as like Hollywood is concerned.
I want a nobody. I don't need a big fucking name. I just need a nobody who fits the role and can act their ass off. And that's easy to find because there's so many fucking people in this world that just post shit to TikTok. You could find a cosplayer. Like, you could find 10 cosplayers, like, line them up usual suspect style, and then just make them read a fucking piece of paper.
But they gotta act, man. They can't just know how to act. They have to, like, know how to act. Like, they have to act well.
I don't know about that. It's a DC movie.
Yeah, but they're still gonna reach for the top before they reach for.
Robert Pattinson was Batman. I don't think they're gonna reach for the top.
To be fair, I don't think he was a terrible Batman.
He wasn't.
Is he gonna be my pick for Batman?
Makes no sense.
No, he wouldn't be my pick for Batman. But for what he did, I was like, I can't say he did a bad job.
My only thing that I love about that movie is that he lost. That's the only thing that I love about it.
I didn't hate that Batman movie. I thought it was okay.
Nah, I just loved that part of it. I was like, that's such a good decision to make him lose. Because we always see fucking just Batman villain of the week win. That's it. To show the fact that he sucks at his job right now and he's still working on it, I like that. I like a Batman with flaws. I don't like Batman at all, though. So there's that, too.
Oh, I love Batman. But see,
Bat Family is amazing.
I like Batman because I was brought up in the era when, like, he was like the man.
Series. Yeah.
Like, yeah, animated series, like that shit. Like, he was the superhero.
But even back then, he was a dickhead for no reason. Dude, in the comics, I think I sent you this TikTok from King Lion recently of the most recent shit that happened in Batman comics.
Yeah, you did send me that.
Dude, he got his fucking ass handed to him by Nightwing, and it was fucking good. He fucking apparently he injected a fear toxin into Red Hood Jason that made him scared of killing people, which is like his whole thing is Red Hood or whatever. But he made him like unable to pretty much operate. And Nightwing was like, you did that to your own son instead of the Joker who murders hundreds of people on a monthly basis. And just as he's saying all this shit out loud, it's just beating the shit out of Bruce and fucking he's beaten to the point where Batman's like, car. He's like, don't you get it? The Batmobile's not coming. And that's like a fucking lie. And he beats the fucking shit out of him. Fuck Batman. Batman's fucking stupid.
Oh man, the Batman. Somebody's gonna get you for that Batman slander.
It's fine.
That Bat slander.
It's fine. Bruce Wayne's a piece of shit with daddy and mommy issues that he never resolved from, and he's the real villain here.
Well, see, that line of what you just said, I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah, and he's the worst. Here's the thing. I'm talking about like as a human, like me judging him as a human to a human. He is the worst human being ever who created a family of people that have the ability to take him down if they need to because they should have a while ago. Because he's a fucking menace. And I'm going straight J. Jonah Jameson bullshit on this. Get me pictures of Batman because he's a fucking menace.
Well, someone get this man pictures of Batman.
Get me pictures of Batman.
So you can piss on him.
I don't want to do that.
And become a villain in your room. I'll get the bat.
I'll get the Batman. I'll be Lord Deathman. He's a good Batman villain. All right, let's get to the news.
News time.
Bumper. Welcome to the Save Before Quitting news.
Hey.
We bring you the news.
The news. Good news, everyone.
We got plenty of news, not a lot of it good, to say the least. there's a decent bit of not good as well. But would you like to start us off, Ant, with some of that not good?
Yeah, I lost my spot. Hold on. All right. The Last of Us studio, Naughty Dog, is cutting developers. This comes by way of more than one outlet, Kotaku and IGN. Let me see. Let me get to the dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Layoffs were communicated internally at the Santa Monica, California-based studio last week. According to two sources familiar with the situation, departments ranging from art to production were impacted, but the majority of those laid off worked in quality assurance testing. Those sources say at least 25 developers were part of the downsizing. Full-time staff do not appear to have been part of the cuts. Naughty Dog's headcount was over 400 as of July. Sources tell Kotaku that no severance is being offered for those currently laid off, and that impacted developers as well as remaining employees are being pressured to keep the news quiet. Their contracts won't be officially terminated until the end of October, and they'll be expected to work through the rest of the month. Sony did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Also, despite hit ratings for the recent HBO adaptation, The Last of Us, a multiplayer spin-off for the zombie shooter based on the game's factions mode, has struggled in development. Bloomberg reported in June that Sony had diverted resources away from the project following a negative internal review by Bungie, the recently acquired live service powerhouse behind Destiny 2. That's right, because they were working with them on this, whatever this game is, this factions game. One source now tells Kotaku that the multiplayer game, while not completely canceled, is basically on ice. The layoffs come just a few months after the studio co-president Evan Wells announced his retirement at the end of 2023 after working at Naughty Dog for 19 years. Neil Druckmann, creative developer and lead co-writer of both the most recent Uncharted and Last of Us games, as well as contributor to the HBO show, revealed a reconstructuring of the studio leadership around the same time. Naughty Dog the rest of this isn't about Naughty Dog. But yeah, man, that's Naughty Dog is going, as we'll get to, is in a line of other companies getting layoffs happening.
Yeah, there's plenty of layoffs happening right now, which is crazy. After that, though, moving into slightly good news, Assassin's Creed Mirage came out. And I don't think many people realized it, but it did get some pretty decent reviews from most of the reviewers. Just to list off a few, 9 from PSU, IGN gave it an 8, Game Informer 8 as well as Easy Allies, and then Eurogamer, Games Radar, and Video Game 24/7 all gave it 4 out of 5. So apparently it's pretty decent. There is a Donkey video out if you'd like to go watch that.
I watched that last night.
Yeah. So the game does seem to have a little bit of issues and have a little bit of hiccups. But other than that, it seems like a move in the right direction for Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. Back to like the basics instead of having a way too big world with way too much bullshit to do that nobody cares enough to do. So I think this is the right play for them and just sticking there. Personally. Yeah. What do we got next? More purging, apparently.
Yes. Jeff Keighley reported that he had received the following statement from Telltale Games regarding layoffs at the company. They say The Wolf Among Us 2 is still in production. Due to current market conditions, we regrettably had to let some of our Telltale team go recently. We did not take this action lightly and are committed to storytelling, and finding new ways to do so remains the same. We are grateful to everyone for their dedication along this journey, and we are working to support everyone impacted. All projects currently in development are still in production. We have no further updates at this time. And that is from Telltale Games.
Yeah. I really want this game to come out. I love The Wolf Among Us 1. I think it was one of the first games that I watched back in the day when I didn't have money for games. And I was just like, I'm just gonna watch people do playthroughs that I like. And I watched, I think it was Uberhacks or Nova do both this game and the first Walking Dead one. And I was like, oh, okay, these are fucking cool. These are fun. These are good. I like these. I remember being up for like hours on end, Googling what like different choices would do, and like watching like YouTube videos and like what those paths would take you down. Kind of what I'm doing with Baldur's Gate 3 right now a little bit. But yeah, like they're fun games. The company is great. I like the devs behind it. Hopefully they can get that game out soon, and hopefully those people that were laid off can get some job action soon.
Yeah. To add to that, our good buddy Uniguff added this Polygon article about it and says the layoffs extend into Telltale Games' newly acquired studio Flavorworks, which was bought under the Telltale Games umbrella in August. Flavorworks is a London-based interactive video game company that uses its touch video technology to create full-motion video games like Erica, a thriller that was released in 2019. Both Telltale Games and Flavorworks are at least partially funded by Hero Capital, which posits itself as a games and metaverse funder. Flavorworks had roughly 12 people employed at the time of acquisition, most of whom were given redundancy letters just weeks after the announcement. So, damn, shit's going down in the industry, dog.
Yeah. Next up, Overwatch Season 7 launch trailer just came out. The Rise of Darkness. It looks cool, I guess. There's a bunch of Diablo skins that you can get in game. I think it's around $40 for all of those. Personally, I'm probably not gonna do that. And there's a new Halloween game mode out now, like they do every year. Also, Junkenstein is back, because it always is every year, because why come up with new things when we can just put the same thing out over and over and over again? So yeah, Overwatch 2.
Speaking of putting the same thing out over and over and over again, The Last of Us 2 Remastered has seemingly been confirmed. This comes from Mark, how do you say that last name? Mark Pajarolo, LinkedIn profile, who is the lead outsourced artist of Naughty Dog. Responsible for overseeing the production of all outsourced environment art assets, weapons, and interactive props for the two iconic titles, The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. This pretty much solidifies this is the real thing. Earlier this year, we had Gustavo Santaolalla? I'm sure I said that fucked up. Also seemingly confirmed its existence. So, I mean, we kind of called this a long time ago. That this would be happening in between the seasons of the show being produced. So Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is coming. Get ready for that. Which was right off of because you put a post in the NGP news place that said The Last of Us Part 2 is coming to PlayStation Plus Extra next month. So
yeah,
that is why.
Wario or no? No, it was a different thing. Sorry. I was looking at a further link down below.
I'm sure the reason they're putting one of their biggest games in there is because they have this coming behind it.
Yes. So it was just revealed this past week that PS5 is coming out with a new model, the Slim version, both with a digital disc drive one and just a digital version that you can take off the thing and buy a disc drive for, which I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, I understand giving options to people, but like, if someone wants a digital only console, that's what they want. Do not give them an option to put a disc drive on there. If you have a disc drive version of that out, they should have just bought that one. That's just it. I don't know. This is fucking annoying. But it's got a fucking. It's gonna make a really stupid comparison to this. So this is a new design for the plates, where it's very similar to me when I got my first haircut at a real barber shop, and they thought it would be cool if they gave me a line in my hair. So it's got that now.
Got a part in it.
Yeah, it's got the razor blade line that's right on the side of your head. That's what they did, but they didn't get the memo that you're only supposed to do it on one side, so it's on both sides of the PS5.
It's so that you can take out the drive. Well, I guess you still could only have it on one side.
Yeah.
It's got a racing stripe.
It's so dumb. But it is a reduced volume by more than 30% and weight by 18% to 24%. PS5 UHD Blu-ray disc drive is $79.99, can be connected to the digital console, and the PS5 with the disc drive, which is $499, and the digital console being $449, will be available in November at select US retailers.
So wait, my bad. Finish it up, and then I'll say my comment.
Yeah. Once in the inventory of the current PS5 models is sold out, the new PS5 will become the only model available. So if you want the original PS5, the good one.
What do you mean? This is reduced volume, Chris, by 30%.
Oh, yeah. And that's not going to have any issues with the heat whatsoever. It's not like we're living in a global warmed world that needs to, have technology that can breathe.
Everybody's going to want this. But I will say, to add to your point earlier, the disc drive is $79.99.
Yes.
The PS5 that comes with the disc drive is $500. The digital is $449.99. If you got the digital for $450 and then bought an $80 drive, you're spending more money than if you just got the PS5 with the disc drive.
Correct.
I'm just looking at these numbers for the first, adding this up.
Yeah. This is why I'm so this is stupid about it, because the numbers it's just dumb. It's bad.
Because
bad.
By that logic, the drive just be $50. But I guess they want to make a profit.
Yeah, and they want to sell it for the exact same amount as a controller.
Right. Or a deluxe game.
Stupid. Sony's annoying. Moving forward, a quick fun story before we get back to the Discord. Jack Skellington is coming to Fortnite soon. So keep an eye out for that. You got the regular Jack version, and then there's a alternate version you get with it where he's in his Santa outfit. So any of you Nightmare Before Christmas fans, make your way over to Fortnite soon. What do we got up next? I think we have 2 things left. Maybe even less.
There is another story that I think goes well with the fucking PlayStation 5 story, if I can get to it quickly. One moment, everyone. I should have just put this in the damn news thing when I saw it the first time. Here it is. It's been reported that Best Buy will stop selling physical media, including 4K Blu-ray DVD, possibly as soon as the end of the first quarter of 2024, both in-store and online.
Huh.
That's been reported by the digitalbits.com. So to even go further into this PlayStation thing, you buy this $80 drive, and then after 2024, you just can't get. Well, this is just Best Buy, but I'm sure over the next 3 to 5 years, they're going to start phasing all the physical media out.
Oh, yeah. That does make me really excited for when they do go to do that, though. And I can go in the store and get a bunch of cheap fucking shit. I tell you what.
True. It will be cheap as hell.
There's going to be cheap 4K Blu-rays. There's going to be cheap steel boxes. So definitely keep an eye out for that next year, because I, around that time, might be looking for Across the Spider-Verse out on digital Blu-ray in the steelbook at Best Buy. Hard to guess anybody. Might as well. I think the last one is just the last one.
Well, no, we skipped one.
Did we?
Castlevania Nocturne Season 2 is officially in production. So that's the newest Castlevania series on Netflix.
Makes sense.
Season 2 is just officially announced. They say thank you to all the fans, new and returning, who turned in to watch Castlevania Nocturne. If you still haven't given the series a try, now's your moment. So season 2 has been greenlit for that.
Yeah. I'll watch that probably on Sunday, maybe.
Dope.
That's a good plan. I got plans again this Saturday, but we'll see. I feel like I have plans every Saturday this month.
You're
legitimately
up and at 'em.
My social battery needs a fucking fast charger. What is this last shit?
No. There's been a new Dragon Ball series confirmed. Dragon Ball Daima, or Daima, I don't know how to say it, is coming fall 2024. As the story is centered around all our heroes being turned into children by a mysterious new enemy as they embark on a new adventure to try and stop him. The trailer was put out today, and honestly, I just wanted Dragon Ball Super Season 2.
I think that's what most people wanted.
This is just, I'm looking at it, I'm like, so we're just doing GT again, but everybody's little and not just Goku.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to immediately shit on it because I'm a Dragon Ball fan, but it's just like,
but like, isn't there like a shit ton of unresolved stuff from Super?
Yes, the manga is still going. There's new forms, new everything. There's so much story to be told that they have. I mean, I'm sure it will come eventually to anime, but no one expected this.
Yeah. Did they show?
Maybe this is like a bridge. Maybe this is like, or we're still working on it. So in the meantime, here's this.
Yeah, it could be also like a simultaneous thing. They might be doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
I just don't like, what's this enemy look like? Does he look stupid?
I don't know. In the anime, they show him quick. It's like a little small guy and a tall guy.
Oh, yeah. So he looks stupid. Cool. I fucking 90% of the villains in Dragon Ball look cool, and then 10% of them are some Akira Toriyama bullshit looking motherfuckers. Like the ones from fucking Superhero. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Not the superhero, the two androids, but like the little kid that looked like fucking baby version of a fucking, what's the guy from Addams Family? The main guy, Gomez.
Yeah,
it looked like baby Gomez.
Oh, because he's from Dragon Ball, and he just showed back up.
The kid? No, he wasn't.
Who are we talking about?
The kid that was like the smart one that made the androids.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of the Red Ribbon dude. Okay, all right.
Well, the Red Ribbon Army, yeah, those are fine. I'm talking about the fucking like little kid that was evil villain for no reason, and then like, this is stupid. This looks dumb. I'm sorry, this looks so dumb. Why are they kids?
I don't know. I guess they wanted to give people like the Dragon Ball feel again.
Nobody wants that feel again.
But my thing is like,
fucking Goku canceled in 2025, man.
My thing is like, you already knew how people felt about GT, how it's really not people's favorite thing, and now it's all about little Goku going on this little weird, like, that whole storyline. So to give us this now, I really think they're just trying to retcon, like they're just trying to completely erase GT from people's memories. So now they're trying to create a new version of him and everybody else's little children. But again, it goes right back to, but why? I don't know.
I posted it in reference to the show and what I believe it to be.
It's people. So I've seen, you're right. And these jokes have been flying on Twitter because people are taking somebody took the Rugrats intro and just put they just put the like Goku and Vegeta hair on all the kids. They had like the baby Looney Tunes art, but they all had all the heads are Dragon Ball Z character heads, and it says like baby Dragon Ball Z or some shit like that. Like they were going. It was pretty funny. It was also the part. It was also the part like in the trailer where it says like never before told story, and then somebody had that side by side with GT, and they're just like, really? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Goddamn. Toriyama needs to fucking. Is this written by Toriyama or just inspired by Toriyama? That's another.
I think he did a lot of the art, which is another reason why people are mad, because they finally got their hand drawn kind of look again, but now it's this and not what they want it to be.
That's crazy, man. Well, maybe it'll be good.
It might be. It's just random.
I don't think it's gonna be good. Oh man. Well, that's the news. That's the podcast as well. Mm-hmm. It was an hour and some change, so the headache man can get rid of his headache, hopefully.
I gotta figure out where these are coming from, because this can't be like a every year thing. I can't have a part of the year where like, oh, it's my headache time.
Yeah. It's just the 1 week where it starts getting cold again, and it just triggers you to get the worst headache ever.
But I thought about that because Adrian was like, didn't you have this last time when the weather changed? Like when it went from cold to like spring? Mm-hmm. I was like, you think it's an allergy thing? Like a sinus thing? I don't know.
Maybe it's just like one of those things, like when it rains, sometimes people can feel it in their knees.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's that. Maybe you just know that there's a huge snowstorm coming this week.
Oh, nature.
Could you imagine that on Saturday? It's just like fucking 10 inches of snow. And like, we're just like, well, there it is.
My head told me.
I can't wait till we start doing the different stuff with the podcast and we get to do like a weather channel version. It's funny. Just you. Well, I got my headache this week. It's going to snow next week.
So stay indoors.
Yeah.
For the love of God. It's going to be a thunderstorm. Not even. It's going to be a fucking blizzard. Stay indoors.
Fuck yeah. We got to do that on the Patreon podcast. We got to do like the discussion of what we're doing next. The behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, it's some fun stuff coming. There's going to be a lot of changes. Some people don't expect, but some for the better.
Right? We said end of October, right? We're going to start doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Doing all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, it's gonna be rough starts. Probably, we'll see what happens.
And over at the end of the day, though, it'll be better for the people listening, watching, and for us.
Hell yeah! Can't wait for it. Appreciate you guys for watching. Get ready for the shill. We're gonna speed run the shilling. Ready? Make sure you follow us at savebeforequitting over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Titty Gang merch found at savebeforequitting.com, where you can get to your hoodies for the season that's coming up soon. Ant's got the worst headache and he's waiting for that snowstorm, so you might as well go get your hoodie first. Also, join the Discord. It's down in the description, or if you're here live, ! Discord in the chat, no matter what stream we're doing. Fucking Spider-Man's next week, so get ready for that. What else we got to shill? Patreon. Go there. You get 2 extra podcasts a month where we're just shooting the shit with you. We're gonna do a little one probably maybe later this week or sometime over the weekend where we talk about what we're doing in the future. So
I'm down.
Make sure you don't miss out on that so you can hear what's coming next. And I think that's all the things we're gonna have to show. So
I think so. I think it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was a good one. Is the episode title really gonna be Christopher Kingsley?
Nah. I got a different title in mind.
All right.
I think.
If not, that's the fallback.
Yeah, it's the fallback one.
Yeah. I love how we always have like 8 different options for a title, and then sometimes it's none of them.
I like how we always have the options, and then when I'm finally about to name it, I'm just like, I don't remember any of those. Like, what the fuck did we talk about?
I feel that. Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna go play more Baldur's Gate 3.
I know.
And you're gonna hopefully finish Sea of Stars?
I'm gonna keep fighting away in this game that I like. It makes it seem like I don't like it, and I love it. I'm just, ready to get in Spider-Man
I just want it
mode.
to fucking end.
I'm ready to get into Spider-Man mode.
Feel that. Goddamn. Next week is gonna be crazy for the podcast. Do we even do the podcast next week?
I put it like this: if we get, and then because there wasn't a lot of news this week, if the news stays this light, it'd probably be beneficial to skip the week, and then have the next episode be our impressions on Spider-Man.
True.
So I don't know. It depends on the news cycle. We'll see.
Are you playing Thursday night at midnight, do you think?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, same.
Now that I don't
just
have
making
to
sure we're on the same page.
I don't have to physically go to work. Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I got off that day on Friday. I'm not even. I just requested that off 3 months ago. I was like, nah, not working.
I'm not off, but I'm not working.
Ooh, I'm telling.
Tell them. Please tell them.
Understand. It's fine. But before you guys all tell them.
Yeah, there you go.
No, go for it. Nobody's here.
No, I didn't have anything important to say. I was just gonna be like, I have kind of how your situation is. If I front load my ass with work, I don't have to
of the week.
If I work like hard as shit from Monday to Thursday, I'm gonna wake up Friday and be like, I'll open this laptop, but I'm not touching a key on it.
The laptop's just next to you while you're downstairs.
Yep, that's exactly what it will be. It'll just be open.
100%. Hell yeah. Well, we'll see you next week. I'll be streaming it. I'll stream it at like midnight. Or nice. I don't know if you'll want to do that or not, but I'm going to be streaming it at midnight. Get some reactions out of my dumb fucking simp ass. Simping for Spider-Man.
I ain't mad at you, dog.
But before you all simp for Spider-Man, make sure you always remember to
save before quitting.
And we will not see you next week. Because it's
a good chance you might not, but you could see us other places if we don't do an episode.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of content coming out. Keep an eye out on the YouTube. Another Starfield clip. I just recorded my gameplay. I was so bored the whole time. I even went and made popcorn. Not a joke.
Yeah, it actually happened.
Yeah, I also fucked up that run and it respawned me because apparently I went past the thing that I was supposed to be at and like. I didn't know what I had to do next, so I was just like, oh, I'll just fight these people in space. Turns out you were really supposed to stealth there, because if not, you get fucked.
Not a good time. The pizza, when you put the French fry, it's going to be a bad time.
It was a bad time. And then, dude, I had a mission, and I'm going to talk about it real quick, and then we're going to get out of here, where I had to do like a rescue mission on some guy's ship. And he's like, I'm in the cockpit, but there's pirates on my ship, and they took over my ship, and they're controlling it from like the main area, and I'm just holed up in here bleeding out. I need you to help me. So I had to shoot the fuck out of his ship to make it stop. Mm-hmm. And then our ships docked together, which looked fucking abysmal. This little fucking tunnel that's in between our ships, just fucking like that. And then it puts you in this area and you don't know which direction to go at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I accidentally went back onto my ship and almost dislocated the fucking ship from the ship because this game fucking sucks.
Just no wherewithal. Doesn't give you the direction.
No, that was the worst part because it has like those little blue squares that are rotated 45 degrees to make it a diamond.
Yeah.
You know? And it was on the hatch to go back to my ship because there's 8 other missions on the other side of the galaxy. I don't have those active. They're just like, hey, we're here though. But why are you the same color as what I have currently going on?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing.
Game's bad, yo. 2 out of 10.
Damn.
That's my rating so far. So far, it's my rating. Haven't found a gun I liked. Haven't found talking to a single human being in this game to be anything less than creepy. because they make the weirdest eye contact with you, or none at all. In your case, you were also behind the desk. To be fair,
still. So what? The NPC
he's not programmed to turn.
There are games much older where if you talk to the NPC, they turn to you. I'm just talking to the back of this dude's head. Fuck
the only
that
thing
guy.
that they programmed to turn to you in this game is the necks. That's it.
Oh, that was horrifying. That
it was
lady's
bad.
neck.
Dude, it happened to me too. It was bad. But yeah, well, let's call it there. Have a good night. Anyone who's still hanging out here, I don't think that's anybody, but it's all good. See you guys in 2 weeks probably.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.